Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial on this look right here. I have this weird way of doing my eyeshadow that I've been doing recently to help me get a more defined shape. So I kind of explain how I do that in this video. So just a heads up for me trying to explain something. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't pretend to be a makeup artist. This is just what works for me to get a shape that is actually defined, because usually when I try to copy tutorials and stuff, I just end up with like just makeup just it's everywhere and it's not in the same shape. But so this is just kind of what I do to keep my kind of shape intact. And yeah, and I love this lipstick, and basically this is just a fun, summery, just fun look to wear. So if you would like to see it, keep watching. So I'm just gonna prime with Paint Pot as usual, because what else do I prime with? Let's be real. Just gonna set that in place using this kind of skin tone, my skin tone color called Stark from the Naked 2 Basics palette. And just applying that. Alright, and before I forget to do it, I'm actually taking the color Primal from this palette, and I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in using that. It is one of my favorite shades to fill in my brows with, and I've kind of been liking powder recently, but I don't have any specific brow powders anymore, so improvising. It's like you don't need special powders that are like brow powder. You can just use any powder. Yay, makeup. This one's just a really nice, darker, cool tone brown. So I'm gonna start using the color, what is it? Primal, again, what I just used on my brows, on the same brush. And I'm going to just start making the wing. So as you can see, this makes no sense, but basically I'm kind of creating the shape before I go ahead and do anything else using this color. So I'm like drawing out and then bringing it up, see? And then I'm gonna go ahead and like blend this, but I kind of like to just get it all on there first. But I find that drawing like this kind of helps me to create the shape I want without getting out of hand with like blending. Otherwise, I always end up with the exact same shape of look, if that makes sense. So if you run into that trouble, I found that this is a really good way to switch things up a bit. Okay, so now I'm happy with basically the outline that I've drawn, which is when I go in with this brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk number 116. I think it's like a define blending brush or something. I have fallen in love with this brush, seriously. It's perfect for like blending out and diffusing without basically like getting rid of your color. And so I'm just going to take the color Cover, which is right next to it, and just tap a bit on the brush. And I'm just beginning in the outer portion and slowly like diffusing this line. And then slowly now taking the, like wow, you can do it as fast or slow as you want, but I'm taking the next color, which is Frisk, so this kind of gray tone brown, and I am going to get barely any of that, but this is going to be what my color is to diffuse the line up. So we obviously don't want there to be that like, look where I just stenciled my eyeshadow line, you know? Looking a little 80s, getting right up to that brow, but it's kind of fun to do sometimes. And I'm going to take a fluffier brush in that same color and just really diffuse. I like this technique, but it could just be my weirdo brain. And then I'm taking the color Cover again to darken up. Now, because I'm going to be going in with a purple on my lips, I kind of wanted to add a little bit of that to the eye as well. So I'm taking the NYX eyeshadow in the shade Damage Control. It's number 14, and it's kind of this like purple iridescent-y type color. And I'm taking this on a flat, like all over shader brush. This one is from Wet n Wild. And I'm starting in the outer corner with this as well. And kind of just blending it over the eye, mostly on the lid. This one shouldn't go up too far. That's where the browns are. And I like this because it has a purple tone to it, but it's not like super purple. So it's not like, oh, your eyes are matching your lips. Like, you know, I don't know. And now lastly, this might be a little boring, but I think it looks really nice because it keeps it nice and bright in the inner part, is I'm taking the color Skimp from this little palette, and I am shading starting with the inner corner and diffusing out towards where that purple is. And you can just use like a fluffy brush too. Then I'm going to use that same color to highlight the brow bone really close, since the shadow does come up so high already. So that's kind of it for the eyes for now, so we're just going to move on to the face. To begin the face, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil-Free Pore Minimizing Primer. I hear really mixed things about this, and I haven't used this before, but I have a sample, so I figured I would try it. But from what it seems like, this is either going to be real great or a real disaster. So I guess just use like that much. Okay, yeah, so straight away, this is super silicone feeling. Not my favorite. I'm mostly worried about it breaking me out because that is what the Benefit Professional does. I picked up the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint yesterday. I had a sample of this like a couple months back, like when it first released, and I loved it so much, so I finally just decided to pick it up because it has SPF 30 and it's summer, and I just really wanted to, you know, have it. And I have the lightest shade, so Terra Nuve or something, Light 0. And I am just going to go ahead and put this on how I remember using the sample. It's just so nice. Like, the coverage is so instant, but like so lightweight that you don't even notice it's there. I know a lot of oily skin people didn't like this, but for me it works well somehow. So I am all about this. And I'm going to use my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer because you might as well pair Nars with Nars if you want. I mean, I have both, so I'll just pair them. What I love about the skin tint is that with my skin I really don't even have to go conceal anything. So this is just for highlighting. To set my under eyes, I'm actually going to use my NYX HD powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder. This one just has the best, it's like really good for mattifying for me, and it doesn't change anything. I'm trying so hard to like this highlighter, and I keep putting it on over powder, which is probably why I don't like it, but yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. And instead, bronze using my MAC Harmony blush. It's just one of my faves, and I like to just go ahead and smack this all over my face. Not gonna use blush, just gonna use this. The last thing I'm going to do for my face is set with my Makeup Forever Mix and Fist. Oh my god. My Makeup Forever Mist and Fix spray. I literally can't do my makeup without using this now. So I just picked up this yesterday as well, the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Pencil in the color Walk of Shame. And hands down, this is my favorite like waterline pencil I've ever tried. I actually threw most of my other ones away except for my Makeup Forever one because that one is really nice. It just has shimmer in it and I really wanted matte. and I just love this. It doesn't crumble onto your lashes, and it actually stays in the waterline for like many hours. Usually I do this and it like comes off after like an hour, but this one doesn't. And see how I'm like touching my lashes and it's not crumbling up into them? Then I'm just going to take the little liner brush once again and take the color Primal and just apply that right under the lash line, or like on the lash line, you know? And I'm going to connect it up to that first line. Then I'm just going to apply mascara. I'm going to try out this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara. My mom got me the Estee Lauder perfume, the one with, what's her name on it? One of those Jenners. Oh my god, what's it called? Modern Muse or whatever, and it smells so good. And she got a perfume for herself also, so then she got like both of the makeup bags with the Estee Lauder like makeup sample stuff. So I have those if you would like me to do a video about them. So first impression on this is that it is kind of a typical mascara. Nothing super special or anything, but it's good, and I'm definitely going to use it up because I have two, so that's like one full-size mascara or even bigger. So yay, I won't have to buy mascara for a while. And now that we're finished with that, it's time for the star of the show, which is the Urban Decay Matte Revolution lipstick in Bittersweet. I love this color. I'm so sad they're discontinuing these, but I think that they're like the same formulas are going to be in their Vice lipsticks, and I'm pretty sure that I watched a swatch video and this color was still there. So it's all good, but I freaking love this. It's like the most flattering purple. So this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment down below letting me know that you did, or like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if that is the case, I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Oh, I'll just keep going with eyeshadow palettes, I guess. The next palette that I'm not going to buy is the Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass eyeshadow palette.